Hello, everyone. This is the most intelligent and magnificent bird, Beak, speaking to you today. And in today's video, I'm back at it with some more Conquest. I'm currently on Conquest 5, Area 24, I do believe. And before we get started, I hope all of you are doing good and staying safe out there. I'm doing good and I'm staying safe for the most part. And actually, before we begin Conquest, I just wanted to go over and talk about Martinez's stash just pretty quickly. And before I started recording, I was thinking about doing 6 pulls on the stash right here and right now, because I could have, but I was thinking I don't only want to do 6 pulls on this in one video. I do plan on making a video pulling on this stash. I just don't know when that's going to be, but that will be happening. And if the math is correct, we're going to need 400. We're going to need 300 of these knife tokens to complete the first stash. I'm not sure about the second stash because, you know, obviously if you complete the first one, you're going to get the additional 4 copies of Martinez. The second stash, if you complete it, is going to be 1,000 of either Clem shards, Rick 2000, Morgan, Titan, William, or Lori shards. And honestly, if I'm able to complete both of them, I know what shards I'm collecting, and that's going to be the Clem shards, because honestly, where else can you get the Clem shards from at the moment? You know what I mean? I mean, Scopely could have threw us a bone and maybe made that 1,000, I don't know, 3,000 or 4,000. That would have been really nice, but I guess it's at least better than 0 shards. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be picking up the Clem shards if I can complete everything. At least that's what I would recommend doing for sure. Unless you already have her fully maxed out. Now that that's out of the way, I don't think we should waste any more time. I think we should go ahead and jump into Conquest, shall we? We're going to be at Area 24, Alexandria. Man, my throat is kind of getting to me a little bit. Next time I go to the store, I'm probably going to have to go pick up some cough drops. That way, you know, the cough drops can, they can make my throat, you know, more smooth. Because, like, you know, with it getting cold and it being, you know, we're in flu season officially, you know, a lot of runny noses, a lot of people having the flu, and, you know, it sucks. But, yeah. And you know what? One thing I hope that Disney does not remake, and I just want them to leave this certain property in the past, because if they attempt to remake it, it's just gonna piss me off personally. that is the Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean, I just hope they don't do it, because they're gonna mess it up. There's no doubt in my mind. And that's like one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. I mean, I watch it around, I watch it at least twice a year. Around Halloween, and I watch it around Christmas, because it is both a Halloween and Christmas movie, technically. It's not a traditional Christmas movie like Rudolph and, what's the snowman's name? Frosty. I was almost gonna say Jack Frost. Jack Frost is, he's a snowman, alright, but definitely not for every audience, that's for sure. But anyway, yeah, so that's one property I just hope that Disney does not attempt to remake. That would be The Nightmare Before Christmas. Just because we all know it's already going to be pretty bad, the way that they're doing things right now with remakes and nostalgia. Like, the most recent example of this is Hocus Pocus 2, for example, right? And I will admit, I've never been the biggest Hocus Pocus fan, but when that came out, that came out in 92? No, 92 or 93. I can't exactly remember the first one. I tried to hold off as long as I could not seeing Hocus Pocus. But years later, I eventually watched the first Hocus Pocus with some people that had already seen it, and they really loved the movie. And so, you know what? I was like, I might as well go ahead and give it a chance, try it out, see how it is. And I thought it was good for what it was. It was fine, Now, when I heard they were actually making a second one, I was like, this is probably going to be pretty bad. If they really wanted to do Hocus Pocus, they should have done it like 10, 20 years ago. I mean, why wait so late to do a sequel? What would that be, almost a 30-year sequel from the first one? Or maybe over 30 years? I don't know, I'm not good with math at the moment, or in general. But yeah, once I heard that they were actually making a second one of Hocus Pocus, I didn't have any plans whatsoever to see it. And once people, was able to watch it, and once it came out, I heard it was pretty bad, and honestly, I believe it without even having to see it, because I'm not even the biggest fan of the first one, although when I actually watched it, I'm like, okay, the first one is fine, it's good, it was good for what it was. And honestly, back then, when I was a kid, it was Hocus Pocus, Halloween Town. I was a bigger Halloween Town fan than I was Hocus Pocus. And they ended up doing like 4 of those Halloween Town movies. And I remember the first 3 Halloween Town movies being good. For being, when I was around that age, when they were, for my demographic or whatever, and they were good back then. I'm not so sure now, but I don't know, it may be at least the first one might still hold up, although I'm not going to say that too confidently. Halloween Town is something that should stay in the past, like Hocus Pocus should have stayed in the past, but they made another one anyway, and a lot of people just did not like the second one, and I absolutely believe them. For sure. So yeah, I just hope they don't touch The Nightmare Before Christmas. I wouldn't want to see a, you know, with today's Disney, I wouldn't want to see a remake of it. I know it would be awful. They would ruin it. It's just better to let it stay in 93. At least I think that's when it came out. I know it came out before I was born. But absolutely, Nightmare Before Christmas, an absolute favorite of mine. And the original movie, you know, still holds up. Absolutely, it does not need a remake whatsoever. And I gotta say, you know what? Martinez 2000, he looks cool as hell. I'm not gonna lie, he really does. But it sucks that he's not an offensive character. I wish he was an offensive character instead of a defensive character. But I guess he'll go great together behind Tyrese 2000, Jesus 2000. I know there's probably another one I'm forgetting. And then I think there's going to be one more Skybound 2 Allegiance tune after Martinez. I think it's Axel that I'm thinking of. There's also Eugene, but he's a tough. And behind Tyrese's leader skill, you know, he wouldn't get all of the benefits. He probably would only get, I think, only half of them. Because Tyrese's leader skill is specifically around fast and strong. Yeah, Martinez 2000, he looks really cool. In my opinion, he's the coolest looking one from this specific Skybound Allegiance. Although, you know what, Eugene, no. He certainly looks like a lot like Doc Ock. And obviously, you know who that is. One of Spider-Man's more well-known villains, that's for sure. And we're going to be moving on to Area 25, the Sanctuary. So yeah, Eugene 2000 looks a lot like Doc Ock from Spider-Man, which is a interesting decision choice, if I must say so myself. But I think Martinez, you know, I think his overall artwork looks the coolest, in my opinion, without it being too crazy of a design. I mean, Tyrese's artwork looks cool too. Now, you know, Jesus 2000's artwork is just, you know, it's all over the place. Eugene's is, you know, all over the place. Like I said, he resembles Doc Ock a lot. And I just think that's a really interesting decision on their part to make him look like that. Just, you know, I wonder who the next one will be. You know what, Axel, I'll take a look at him here in a second. His actually looks kind of cool too. But I think the one I like the best, probably Martinez 2000. Alright, real quick, I just want to look and see if Axel is still up here. Okay, he is. Let's see. Okay, his, certain parts of it look alright. The artwork on the left-hand side is insane, for sure, but I think I like Martinez's the best out of all of them so far. Because it's not too crazy, even though Skybound X itself is just a crazy idea that they created. You know what, guys? I think I see Coco looking underneath my door. I think she wants in here with me. I think I'm gonna go ahead and maybe let her in because she's just laying there, because I'm looking under my door and I can see her nose sticking out. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and chance it. I guess, unless she makes too much racket, then I'll get her out of the room. But for now, let's see how she does. Hey girl, what are you doing? Huh? Oh man. Okay, come on. You can get up there. Just as long as you're quiet. Alright. Now, I will tell you, girl, if you're scratching the little sofa up, you are gonna go out of here, okay? As long as you don't do that, you're good. Because I don't want my subscribers hearing all that in the background. Honestly, out of all of the Disney live-action remakes that I've seen in the past, 4, 5, 6 years? Well, maybe not 6 years. Well, yeah, I would say between the last 4 to 6 years, the best Disney action, live-action remake is probably The Jungle Book. I will say that one, I think they did better than the original Jungle Book movie. I'm not sure how many of you might agree with that, even if you've seen it. I thought that one was done better than the original. while there is a song and dance number in the live action remake, but I believe it's only the one song and dance number between the little boy and the bear Baloo. When the bear and the boy first meet, man, I'm trying to think of the boy's name. I think it's Mowgli. I think that's the little boy's name. Yeah, Mowgli. Hey guys, I'm back. My Google Play Games app just wanted to stop recording on its own once again, but we're back here once again, and hopefully it doesn't do it again for the rest of the video. Now let's continue. Now honestly, I think that the best Disney live action remake that I've seen was The Jungle Book from 2016. There is the one song and dance number by from Mowgli and the bear Baloo, but I believe that's the only song and dance number in the live action remake. Now, this may be a little controversial, but I actually quite enjoyed the Lion King live action remake. I know that's not a popular opinion, but that's my opinion. I thought they did a pretty good job with it. I don't think it was better than the original. I think it was on par with the original, in my opinion. And then I did see the Aladdin live action remake. I thought that one was pretty good too. And we're going to be moving on to Area 26, the high school. And honestly, I just haven't really bothered with the other Disney live action remakes. The only ones I've seen, like I said, are The Jungle Book, which I think that one's the best live action remake. And then I quite enjoyed The Lion King. And then I thought the Aladdin one was pretty okay too. Honestly, the weakest part, in my opinion, in the live-action remake of Aladdin was Jafar. He felt definitely way more whiny than intimidating. He's definitely more intimidating in the original movie. And that's going to do it for this one. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by and for your continued support. Or if you're new, welcome in for the first time. All of you are very awesome, and I thank you again. And don't forget to hit the bell and switch on all notifications so you know the second I upload to YouTube. I am Beak, and I'm gonna go fly away back to my nest. Until next time, bye guys.